Following the death of Pope Francis, the Catholic Church has officially entered a period known as sede vacante, which in Latin means the seat being vacant. This period refers to the time when the Holy See is without a reigning pope. It marks a moment of significant transition, reflection, and anticipation within the global Catholic community. The absence of a pope does not leave the Church leaderless in terms of administrative function, as the College of Cardinals steps in to oversee the day-to-day operations. However, spiritually and symbolically, it is a profound moment where millions of Catholics around the world pray for divine guidance as the Church prepares to elect its next spiritual leader. The election of a new pope will occur during a gathering known as the Conclave. We have explained the detailed process of the Conclave in another video on our channel, and you can access it through the link currently appearing on your screen. In summary, the Conclave is a sacred and highly secretive process where the cardinals, all under the age of 80, convene within the Sistine Chapel to elect the next pontiff. It is important to note that the Conclave does not function like a typical political election where pre-candidates run campaigns for office. Instead, the cardinals enter the Conclave without a fixed list of candidates. The choice of the new pope emerges through prayer, discernment, discussions, and a series of voting sessions. Therefore, while we can speculate on potential frontrunners, it is entirely possible, and has often been the case, that the chosen pope is not among the initially speculated names. History shows us that conclaves can be unpredictable, and anything can happen within those sacred walls. Take, for example, Pope Francis himself. When Cardinal Jorge Mario Bergoglio attended the conclave that elected Pope Benedict XVI, he was considered a strong contender, but ultimately came in second. Yet, during the following conclave, he was elected, taking the name Francis and initiating a transformative pontificate focused on humility, outreach, and reform. Today, speculation points toward several cardinals who are perceived as leading figures due to their theological alignment with Pope Francis' vision for a more inclusive and socially engaged church. Among the most discussed names are Cardinal Matteo Zuppi of Italy and Cardinal Luis Antonio Tagle of the Philippines. Both represent a continuation of many of the ideals championed by Francis, including emphasis on serving the marginalized, encouraging dialogue, and maintaining a spirit of pastoral care. Let us briefly explore the backgrounds of these two influential figures. Cardinal Matteo Zuppi. Cardinal Matteo Zuppi, affectionately known as Don Matteo, is a prominent figure within the contemporary Catholic Church. Born in Rome in 1955, Zuppi has served as the Archbishop of Bologna since 2015. His elevation to the rank of cardinal came in 2019 at the hands of Pope Francis himself, underscoring the Pope's trust and admiration for Zuppi's pastoral mission. From a young age, Zuppi was deeply involved with the community of San Egidio, an international lay Catholic association devoted to social service and peacemaking. His early ministry was defined by a profound commitment to the poor, migrants, and marginalized populations. Throughout his career, Cardinal Zuppi has consistently emphasized simplicity, humility, and service, living in a modest clergy house rather than a grand episcopal palace. Educated in literature and theology, Zuppi was ordained a priest in the Diocese of Rome. His ministry has always been marked by a spirit of compassion and inclusivity. In 2022, he was appointed president of the Italian Episcopal Conference, CEI, a position that further highlighted his ability to bridge diverse perspectives within the church. Zuppi is inspired by figures such as Archbishop Oscar Romero and the reforms of the Second Vatican Council, seeing the church as a church of the poor dedicated to justice and mercy. Many observers within the Catholic world view Cardinal Zuppi as a strong candidate for the papacy due to his commitment to dialogue, his experience in conflict mediation, and his alignment with Francis's pastoral priorities. His leadership embodies a living testimony of faith, service, and love for one's neighbor. Cardinal Luis Antonio Tagle. Another prominent name frequently mentioned is that of Cardinal Luis Antonio Tagle from the Philippines. Cardinal Tagle has long been seen as one of the rising stars within the global church. In December 2019, Pope Francis appointed him prefect of the Congregation for the Evangelization of Peoples, commonly known as Propagandified, one of the most influential dicasteries within the Roman Curia. At the time of his appointment, Cardinal Tagle was 62 years old, overseeing nearly 100 ecclesiastical jurisdictions and managing significant financial resources. His role places him at the very center of the Vatican's efforts to promote evangelization and manage the Church's missionary activities around the world. Tagle's appointment during the Feast of the Immaculate Conception was seen as symbolically significant, representing a major shift in the Vatican's approach. He replaced Cardinal Fernando Filoni, an Italian prelate, marking a move towards greater global representation within the Curia. Known for his humility, deep spirituality, and commitment to pastoral care, Cardinal Tagle is beloved by many Catholics both in Asia and around the world. His ability to communicate complex theological ideas in an accessible and emotionally resonant manner makes him a key figure in the Church's future. Many believe he is well-positioned for even higher responsibilities, including possibly ascending to the papacy. His leadership style mirrors that of Pope Francis in many ways: a deep concern for the poor, a heart for missionary outreach, and a vision of a church that is open, welcoming, and engaged with the modern world. What happens next? As Catholics worldwide enter this period of sede vacant, prayers intensify for the Holy Spirit to guide the cardinals in their discernment. The Conclave, steeped in centuries of tradition, will gather these men under oath-bound secrecy to vote, pray, and discern who among them is best called to shepherd the Church into its next chapter. The process is intense and deeply spiritual. Each day of voting is punctuated by the famous smoke signals from the Sistine Chapel chimney. Black smoke indicating an inconclusive vote, and white smoke announcing the election of a new pope. Given the unpredictability inherent in any conclave, the world awaits in suspense. Will the next pope continue the legacy of Francis's pastoral approach? Will he be a bridge builder like Zuppi, a global missionary like Tagle, or an unexpected choice altogether? Only time and the guidance of the Holy Spirit will reveal the answer. Meanwhile, we invite you to continue exploring this fascinating and critical period in church history by watching our other videos and content on this channel. You can click the suggestions appearing on your screen right now to dive deeper into the mysteries of the conclave, the papal succession, and what it all means for the future of the Catholic faith. Don't forget to like, comment, and share this video, subscribe to our channel, and activate the notification bell to stay updated on new content. May God bless you abundantly as we navigate these historic times together.